What's good, everyone? Back with another Fair Shake review, and this time we're going to be talking about Amine's 2.5. So yeah, this is another in-between kind of mixtape, Lucy compilation kind of project. Like 1.5 was in between albums, yeah, Amine is definitely an artist that I enjoy. I think he brings a really fun and witty approach to his music that the game doesn't always get to have in the mainstream or showcase at all times. And yeah, so I'm gonna just give my quick thoughts on the tracks that are here on this quick, basically EP length project, despite it being 12 tracks. So Yippee Yay has Ricky Thompson introing the album, and Ricky's kind of like almost all the way through this project when it's like popping in, sprinkling little things. But yeah, it's a nice way to intro it, and I think once that beat comes in, it's a really fun beat and a cool melodic rap. But it happens so quick. The mug is under 2 minutes. Then it goes into Colors, which I think which I believe is like another fun and upbeat joint with some really cool percussion, and like there's a lot of voice manipulation throughout that followed the cool concept with the different colors, and I thought that was kind of cool. With Neo, it's a more of a mid-tempo track about a girl, like a lot of the songs here, and I feel like this one is definitely more about the vibe than necessarily the lyrics themselves to me, but it does kind of feel half finished. On Okay With Me, we got a drum pattern on here that freaking hits hard, even though it's like filtered, and I thought that was really cool. And I think that this one, despite the simple chorus, it makes it really easy to sing along to, and it's really catchy in that manner. And I think that Ricky does a pretty sweet intro at the end of that. Then Diddy Dum Da Da. That one here is kind of has a little bit more, a little cloudier trap production on here, and it's not really super heavy on the content, so I don't have that much to say about it, but it's not one that I return to. Next you get Twisted, which brings us back to the upbeat beats again, and this was just definitely kind of like more fun flexing, with some really fun lines in this one that I really enjoyed. He came in with some lines that really made me chuckle on this one. Then Charmander, the single, this definitely was like real TikTok bait in my eyes with the vocal chop. I've been chilling on the island, and it's definitely stuff that you could hear on TikTok a whole lot. But the mug is still a vibe, and it kind of brings like the sad boy hours kind of vibe, but still being quirky, and I dig it. It's a tight track. Then the Mad Funny freestyle. This sample work in this track is super dope, and also the beat change in there was pretty smooth when it switched to kind of like a more piano-centric section, and before it hopped back into what it was doing before, and it just kind of really seems like a quick idea with that was kind of put together for this, especially since it's another track that's under 2 minutes. And this is probably like one of my favorites off the whole entire project. Next, we end up getting Van Gogh, which definitely has kind of more of a West Coast bounce, despite it having more kind of like joyful sounding instruments, kind of like almost a glass xylophone-y kind of feel, or marimba kind of feel. But it's not one that I myself will return to much. Then we get to Between the Lines, which I think the chord progression on this one is super tough. Love it. And this song also has a little bit more of a solid song structure, and it actually really held to kind of like the topic about the girl wanting a relationship with him not really wanting that, and trying to give signals like, hey, read between the lines, I don't really just to be a thing, you know. It's just casual. Then we got Ish to Lose, and that was a track that has a sample that I really enjoy with the high pass filter over the drum pattern. I think it's just really mixed really cool. And I also wish this one was like fleshed out just a little bit more. I feel like Amine could have done more with this and continued on with the topic that he had here, because I really love the beat and I really love the way he was flowing / singing on this. So I think it would have been cool to hear more. And then the final track, Meant to Be, is more of a mid-tempo track, and it's not too bad of a song, but it's still not quite one that I myself will return to. So yeah, overall, this project just kind of feels like a true kind of mixtape, kind of like in between projects kind of thing, where it's just like a barrage of like kind of like short ideas and that he was throwing around of songs he thought about making. And it does have somewhat of a romantic through line through some of these tracks, but most of them just still kind of feel kind of either half done or really good tracks that just could have been expanded upon, because some of them is just like there's a lot more you could do with this to make it better. And then there's some stuff that's like, whoa, this is really good, why is it so short? But it was still a pretty fun listen. This is one that you don't really have to overthink a lot. It's one that you can kind of just put on to enjoy the flows, the melodies, and especially the beats, because the production that Amine always brings is always really fun to listen to. And yeah, it's nothing super deep, real fun, just a quick project for the fans to enjoy. And me being a fan, I enjoyed a good amount of these songs. There's only really 3 that I won't really return to out of the 12, but it just kind of sucks that they're just like tiny little snippets of songs, really. At least that's what it really feels like. But yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on the project? If you've checked it out, please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I'd be interested to read that. You can also hit the like button if you're here on the YouTube. You can subscribe for more reactions and reviews as well. And also in the description box, you can go to my Patreon link, where I end up doing special content for those patrons. So thanks for those who are already there. And also, if you want to support the Muddy Cult blog leader as well, you can go to Muddy Cult Miko, and you'll be able to support the blog in that way as well. So that's all I got for you guys. Until next time, much love, peace.